Hey love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you've been watching me for a while and have not already, please drop a line. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. And if you've been with me for a while and you haven't dropped a line for a minute, hey, go ahead and drop a line. I would love the chance to hear from you again. And if you feel like the video just give you a good vibe or something you can resonate with, give a thumbs up and share. It will be greatly appreciated. Whatever you're needing to stay keeping that continuation on your path of purpose, I'm sending it towards you a million times fold, whether it's determination, motivation, consistency, peace, balance, enlightenment, protection, whatever you're needing, I'm sending it towards you a million times fold. Anybody who's, coming out with any negative vibrations, nefarious vibes, or whatever, trying to seek, destroy, whatever, everything is divinely loved, strongly guided, and massively loved and protected. So, whatever it is, I'm turning back to send a million times fold. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101, babes. Heyokas, babes, whatever you're creating is a fuel that makes you fire. It's true. Whatever you're using, and as soon as I said that, it's 8333 because it is old dark 30. Whatever you're using is your fuel. You're right on point. You're very on point. Whatever it is, you're right on target. A lot of times it could be, you have a deadline that you want to use, and you breaking it down. Like if you writing your goals down, it was like, okay, this is how I'm gonna do it, and this is at that time where I give myself, you giving yourself a leaning, like I'm giving myself 2 weeks, whether it's to be in that positive mindset, to not allow myself to go into that negative mindset. Okay, what are the goals to be able to do that? Anything that's coming up from my past, not to allow myself to hold on to that, be able to release it, hey, be able to appreciate what it is, forgive myself for holding on to it. If it comes to a situation, appreciate what that situation taught you. If it comes with a person, hey, forgiving that person for whatever it is, and forgiving myself from holding on to it that long, and just let it do what it do. You using different things to be able to, you being very drastic with yourself, you being able to, being very aggressive, like, hey, I'm in that vibration of where I want something new in my life. I'm becoming that better person, and for me to be able to do that, I'm becoming more serious with myself, being very, aggressive with the choices I make, the direction I'm going into, the vibrations that I'm holding, where I'm putting my focus at, where I'm putting my energy in. I'm being very aggressive with that, and you're using that to fuel your fire. And you be able to create, like, man, on fire, that's on period, and be able to go, and and you at that vibration where you need to do that, because sometimes you have to have a game plan. Sometimes you have to go into hermit mode. You really going towards yourself to where you getting away from every day-to-day distraction, whether it you pulling yourself back from people, or you just allowing yourself to be by yourself for a minute. If you have that chance, now it'd be different when you have children and stuff like that. You got little young ones and stuff like that, kind of hard to be able to do it, but you always have to make time for yourself. And you go through that. My blessing is I don't have any young ones. My granddaughter, she's in school now, so I don't have any young ones. All my kids are grown, so it gives me enough time to be able to deal with myself and just be able to focus on myself. And I do that every day. It's not easy, going through whatever you're going through. If you're really going through different things into your life, you're learning from it, you're growing from it, you're healing from it. It's so many different things that, may have took place in your life that really broke you. But this is at a time where I'm building my strength, if I'm building my integrity. I'm really helping myself, move in a different vibration right now. But I'm appreciating everything it brought into my life that I thought was trying to break me, but it helped build me up in some kind of way. I'm using it as fuel to be able to create better for my life, and appreciating everything that is taking place, and, being able to build on that. You're strengthening yourself in every way. And when you're doing that, you're making that determination. I'm becoming that better person. I don't care how long it takes me to get there, what I have to go through, what I have to sacrifice. Hey, it is what it is. You know, if you know you want to be in that better mindset, we have to be able to change how we move, you know, and being able to do that. And we're doing that on an everyday basis. So it'll be different things that's taking place into your life where, you know, it'll be different things where you're really starting to get like a different picture. You know, you've seen a bigger picture out of everything that you're going through. Okay, I got different things that maybe, you know, it may be feeling like a mountain out of them. You know, it may be feeling like a blockage, and it be just like, it's not a blockage. It may be, you know, maybe that's how I'm seeing it. Or it could be just, okay, that vibration or that direction may have had its expiration date. Now it's time for me to move a different way, or it's time for me to change my mindset on seeing that as a blockage. And then you're going through this to where you're having different strategy. You're you know, you having a different gameplay. You get more serious with yourself, because you know this is a whole new year. You don't want to be in that same mindset, that same vibration that you were when you know you upgrading and you allowing myself like, hey, you know, I'm upgrading on myself. You know, I want to be better. You know, I want to think better. I want to speak better. I want to have a better mindset for me to be able to do that. I got to change. I'm being consistent with myself every day. You know, I'm adding extra fire to that because I'm creating fire. I want to be able to do that. You burning the old part of yourself down. It'd be different when you burning bridges with, you know, a lot of things that, you know, it may be a potential that I got to cross back. But if you know if this is a burnt bridge where it was effed up to begin with, oh no, I ain't gonna need that bridge anymore. Let me go ahead and go. Or this is a different thing where universe is telling me, no, I'm not gonna go in that direction. So it's, you know, I'm just go ahead and destroy that bridge. But these are the different things where I'm building new bridges, I'm building new pathways, or there's new pathways clearing for me. So I'm being able to do this, but I'm doing it in a different mindset. And you're doing whatever you're doing when you're getting aggressive with yourself. You already know is that this it's like, you know, this is a new year. I have to have a different mindset on what is taking place in my life, and I'm on a different vibration. So where me having to be where I'm having a total setback. And I'm not talking about where it's setting me back, but it could have been. Well, no, let me go ahead and put it that way. It could be a setback that was preparing me for a different comeback. And maybe I had to be able to go through that. Maybe I was going on that vibration for too long, or it was something I wasn't really seeing. Or there'll be a lot of times where, you know, where we get aggravated because we keep going through a repetitive cycle. And a lot of times it takes you to have to learn things a couple of times for you to understand, oh, I had to be able to go through that because there was something I was not yet learning, or there was something I was not yet seeing. So I had to be able to go through that to appreciate what it was. You know, because a lot of times when it's like strike, you know, it'd be just like if you playing double dutch. You know, I could never play double dutch, but it was just the fact is because my rhythm was off for double dutch. But it'll be at that time where, you know, that rope will come in and it's being able to tell you. You know, maybe that's the wrong example, because it's like, girl, how you gonna tell somebody about double dutch and you don't know how to do it? But it'll be a time where, you know, double dutch, but it'll be jump rope, and put it that way. Cause I was good at jump rope, but it's just them two ones. No, I always got caught in, especially the ones that had the beads on it. That mess hurt. But just being that one when it comes around, you getting that chance, and sometimes like, go ahead, girl, jump in. And it'll be, you know, one of that. Or if you're a guy and you don't jump rope, it'll be just like if you play basketball, you had to be able to know practice makes perfect. And you had to be at that chance where you got all these people coming to you, and you be at that point where you got to do nothing but net. You know, it'll be that one, either you pass it off for somebody else, or it's going to be that chance to take that chance on yourself. And that's where you're adding that fuel to that fire for you to be able to take that chance on yourself, to be able to make that hoop and be able to say, you know, I've been practicing all summer. Or I've been practicing all by myself. I've been going to the gym. I've been doing all this. And I know the different strategies I got to make, the different hand art you got to be able to do. Because I know I love playing basketball. I just can't watch it. I ain't got patience like that. But I love playing it, you know. And it'll be different things like that where you're adding that fuel to it, because you know you've been moving in a certain vibration for a while. And it's just at that point where you know what kind of strategies you've been doing. You know what you've been working on. Everybody got their situation on what they're doing, and you know if you're improving, you know, you'll start seeing things differently. You'll start understanding where you're getting all these different downloads. You know, you're probably waking up at all spots of, you know, different times of the night, and you writing the stuff down like, God dog, where's this coming from? You're getting a lot of your downloads. You know, a lot of times we get it. Sometimes we get it during the day, but a lot of times it'll wake us up in the middle of the night where you know, you're going through something, or it'll come in through a dream, where it's, you know, send you an omen for something. A lot of times when you see omens are not always negative, but it's giving you that preparation for something. Hey, look out for this, or hey, look out for that, and you're changing a different direction on that. Because when you know you get serious about yourself, usually be the different things. It's just like, hey, you know, I'm going through these different things and I'm appreciating it. You know, even when things are just really not going the way you thought it was, you know, you're going through the emotions, but you're just telling the universe, hey, you know, I may not know what direction you're taking me in, the vibe that I'm going through right now, but I appreciate the fact that you're guiding me towards that, or you're giving me that protection to keep going, or, you know, I'm moving in that vibration, that I'm not placing resistance on myself. Because a lot of times we can go through different changes, and change is not easy. Healing is not easy. Being honest with ourselves at times is not easy. Digesting that truth a lot of times isn't easy. And sometimes we place resistance and change. And, you know, and a lot of times it makes it more harder on ourselves than we, you know, than we realize. There'll be times where it's like, you know, I was hard on myself. I was placing more resistance to it because I didn't want to do this. Because there'll be a lot of times when we're going through changes, there'll be a lot of things we don't want to do. But it's like, if you want this change to take place into your life, you have to be able to be that thing that is holding you back. Being in the point of being that, you know, that situation where, you know, I'm not being that thing that's going to hold up myself and being a part of my, you know, hold myself in the process of my progress, you know. And you're going through those different changes where you are really adding fuel to be making yourself fire, you know what I'm saying? So you're going through these different changes that you see that is gaining your potential, or really allowing you to really see, you know, hey, I got this. You know, I'm really going through these different things, and I'm making that initial change that, you know, I may have been scared to do before, or I didn't know what to do before. Because, you know, be a lot of times that we, you know, we take that time out for ourselves, and we making it bigger than it really has to be, or we're so focused on not making the right move, you know, we scared to make a move at all. You know what I'm saying? But now it's at that point where, you know, hey, if it's the wrong move, I'll know it's the wrong move. But I won't be at that point, because a lot of times we don't like making certain moves because we may fear failure, you know. And these are the different things that's showing us, you know, hey, even if I fail at something like that, at least I can say I gave myself that chance to take that leap. And a lot of times, universe will just put that in your vibration. God will put that in your vibration just to see, am I going to make that wrong choice by saying that, and being able to, you know, like, okay, I'm going to breathe through this, and I'm going to make this choice. And then it'd be like, okay, this is something I wasn't interested in, or whatever like that. But it was at the whole point, God just wanted to see if you just going to be able to take that choice, even though if you didn't know the right answer, right or the wrong answer. He was just at that point where I wanted to see if you going to make that move, because I told you to make it. And that'll be a lot of times what he's wanting you to do. And then that'll be, you know, that'll be the test right there, because we get tested every day. You know, we get tested every day. And it may be something that you may be doing. He's like, I need you to do it again. And he's like, okay. All right, I got to do it again. Then he's like, okay, you know, you didn't do it right again. I need to do it again. And it'll be at that point where I know, shoot, I'm like, look, you getting on my nerves. I'm getting on my own nerves because you need to do that. But if God is already where he needs to be. He's trying to get us to get there. And a lot of times it's going to take for us to do a lot of do-overs. There'll be different times I'll make a video and I may be in my vibe where, you know, I'm in a vulnerable point at this point, and I might say something I don't need to be saying. And he was just like, you know, he'd be like, nah, I need you to go ahead and do it again. And I'm like, okay. You know, and then I'll notice like, okay, I was taking something personal, or I was putting something out there I didn't need to be putting out there, or I was in that vibe I shouldn't have been in, or whatever, or I was taking something personal. It'll be at that vibe where I may have been taking something personal and I shouldn't have been. You know, that ain't had nothing to do with me, and it had something to do with that situation. You know, it'll be that, and then it'll be just like, okay, now I get what you're saying, and I can learn from those situations. You know, I learn from those all the time. You know, be different times where I be feeling myself burnt out, and I'm like, but God, I gotta do these videos and this and this and that. I'm like, look, you need to take out time for yourself. And then it'll be something where I'm guiding you to do this content, but I needed you to take a step back for a minute and have you a total reset, and then I want you to be able to do it. Or I need you to do it when you were in that most vulnerable point, because there's somebody who's going through this, and they're going to understand, and you going to understand why you had to go through that at that point. And I'm like, oh, okay. And you be able to go through that. That'll be my fuel. Because I love being able to do my videos. I love to where, you know, if I know I'm making a difference in my life that makes a drastic turnaround for me, or it does a very huge positive turnaround for me, it puts me in a different, you know, situation to where I'm seeing a whole different perspective on my life. And I'm just like, wow, you know, I want to be able to share that with other people, because we all are going through different things in our life that may seem hard. Or it may seem like, oh, you know, I'm not going to ever go through this, or this is going to be so elongated. It's all about our mindset. If it would be just like, you know, well, I'm not going to be resistant. I'm going to do what I need to do. If God tell me to rest, I'm going to go ahead and rest. God tell me to go full-fledged, I'm going to go full-fledged. If God tell me I need to let this go, I'm going to let this go. You know, God tell me to forgive, I'm going to forgive. You know, it's not going to be easy to be able to do that, because he already know a lot of choices and directions he's getting us to go through is not going to be something easy. But it's just be at that point, are you going to give yourself that chance to go through that, to where you're doing it? Because now when you know, when you open to change and you're open to be teachable like that, it's like, oh, okay, now they all in for it. You know, they all in for it. They got that vibe where, you know, they're going to get aggressive with themselves. They already preparing themselves to know there'll be certain times I'm not going to have that clarity. But I have to just go out on faith. There'll be a lot of times where I'm going to just have to take that leap, you know, and not understand it. But just being able to know that whatever direction I'm being pointed to, God going to guide me exactly what it is. Because we're all going through divine timing, divine guidance, God, you know, trusting our intuition, trusting ourselves, believing in ourselves, holding strong faith within ourselves and in God. There's different things that's taking place in our lives that is really going to be ultimate game changers for us. You never know. Your miracle could be, it can start off every single day. You know, when you allowing yourself to take that chance with yourself, you believing in yourself, you got faith in God, you having faith in yourself, you're trusting in God's timing, you're trusting in where he's taking you, trusting in every door that you knocking on. Sometimes you got a door open on for you didn't even knock on. You didn't even know there was a knob there, and next thing you turn around, there's a door already open for you, because you took that chance. You making changes that you weren't able to make before. You making sacrifices that you weren't able to part with before. And these are those different things that you add fuel to the fire for yourselves. You're like, man, look, you know, if I want to be a better person, I know I had to be able to change the way I looked at things, change the way, you know, the company I keep, change the way the energy. I had to be very protective of myself. I'm a vessel, I'm sacred in every form. And for me to be able to do that, I had to be very selective about what I dealt with. I had to be very selective with what I say. They always tell you, move in silence. Move in silence. Everything, you know, left hand can't know what the right hand doing. When you put stuff out there, you don't put stuff out there it can't be preyed upon, that it won't open for you. You moving in a vibration to where, you know, a lot of your happy vibes, a lot of your happiness, you got to be able to keep that to yourself. Because there's a lot of things out there that don't want that for you. When you going on a new level, you're going to deal with different devils, you know, and you move. And a lot of times things start getting very difficult for us, and we don't realize when things get difficult like that, and it just seems like you go over one hump and you getting over another one, or you releasing this thing and then there's something else, because you are jumping, you are making different power plays. And when you're doing that, you're getting different things that's going to place some kind of resistance there. Going to see you're going to be that resistance, you know, you're going to be that resistance holder. You're going to just barge through that. And then you knowing that when you using that fuel, you're going to create fire for yourself to be able to say, man, I'm going to burn through this. I'm going to knock through that. You know, I'm kicking them bricks. I'm not, you know, I'm not hitting them. I'm kicking through them. You know, you that sledgehammer. So you're going through all these different things. So I hope you were able to resonate with that. I got, how many cards I got this time? I got picked out. Okay, that's 6. Okay, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. God dog, I got 15 cards, 1 through 15. Whatever you pick in, that's for you. Or if you, even if you pick 2 or 3, you know, just pick it between 1 and 15. 1 is blessings. You got many blessings coming in. Like I said, miracles happen every day. Be consistent with yourself. Believe in yourself. Got faith in God. Everything is going to happen. You surrendering that everything is good. You know, hey, it's leading you towards places and prospects you ain't ever heard. Pentacles you reaching, you didn't even realize you're doing, because you're allowing yourself to do that. Accept yourself. You may have gone through a lot of things. It may have changed you emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. Accepting yourself exactly how you are, because you done came a far way, long way. So accept yourself and love yourself exactly for who you are and where you're at. You're going through a huge spiritual growth. You've probably been having massive downloads. You know, massive downloads. You've been going through ultimate changes. Like before, it could have been a whole bunch of confusion coming for you. Now you're getting clarity after clarity after clarity. You know, don't be taking life so seriously. Bring playfulness in. You know, play you some music. You know, sing. You know, do anything that makes your heart skip a beat. You know, matter of fact, I was memorizing Rihanna's daggone what was it, that dance routine off of the Super Bowl, and I don't learned it. Boy, I've been having fun. It was like I love doing stuff like that. So you know, that was me using my playfulness. You know, believe in your dreams, or even, you know, pay attention to your dreams. Write your dreams down. You know, if you've been having a dream journal, write it down. Even if the mess sound crazy, you know, go look it up later. It holds some type of meaning to it. You know, whether you've been trying to have children, or you've been healing your inner child, or maybe you need to heal your inner child, or see things through a child's eyes. You know, a lot of times kids be seeing stuff without, you know, seeing things without any boundaries. Maybe you need to do that. So get out in nature. You know, nature speaks to us all the time, even if it's for 5 or 10 minutes. You know, get outside. You know, let the birds, the bees, the flowers, and the trees talk to you. See every sign, whether it's an animal, whether it's a number or a symbol. You know, pay attention to the signs. Everything is coming through to you. You've been calling on, maybe you've been going through a lot of blockages, or you've been releasing different things. You know, Archangel, I hear Archangel Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. Oh, is it Gabriel? No, Raziel. I keep on hearing that. They're with you. You've been heavy on your archangels. They've been protecting you from a lot of different things, going through the changes. You know, I was talking about music. Hey, you know, listen to music. You know what? You know, or you might have a song that's stuck in your head. You know, I know, what is the song? I love Creed. I've been hearing that song in my head. Children Don't Stop Dancing. It'll be just like, you know, you may feel like God done forgot about you. And it'll be, you know, God know he got 1 million and billion and some people here. And he, you know, he blessing each and every one of us. A lot of times we got to go through stuff longer than it is. And sometimes we believe that God forgot about us. He ain't forgot about us. He just taking you through something to get through something. And trust in divine timing. Like I said, divine timing. Believe in miracles every single day. You know, going through that. Focus. Stay focused. You know, you're removing a lot of things out of your life. You may be removing a lot of people out of your life. But no, it's for a divine purpose. You know, there's a lot of things you're setting free out of your life that no longer serves you. Everything. A lot of things have expiration date. And, you know, state your intention. You know what you want in your life. You know what you're needing into your life, you know. And you keep that focus in your intention. Be able to know, trust in divine timing. You know, music may be guiding you there. You're going through a lot of healing into your life. You know, I'm hearing the Archangel Michael. He's guiding you towards that. You know, you got different guardian angels that's taking you through that. You know, you may have had people that have passed away recently, and they've been heavy on your mind. They're helping you go through that healing. You know, losing a loved one. You know, that's always hard. But they never left your side. You know, they're always with you, and they took a vow. You know, a lot of times when I miss, you know, people that had passed on, I always try to tell myself, you know, remind myself, you know, even though they passed away, they took a vow to be able to still continue with me on my spiritual journey. And they're helping me, guide me through that, you know. And you're manifesting. You never know what you're manifesting, you know. And whatever, you know, you've been being aggressive with yourself, you've been adding fuel to that fire to make you fire. Hey, you've been fire. Like we in Georgia, so they call it fire. And so you've been going through that. And going, you know, you're going through that, you manifesting something into your life, you know, stay aggressive, you know, be aggressive. You remind me when you were in school and you're a cheerleader, be aggressive, be aggressive. But I hope you are able to resonate with that, y'all. You know, I'll leave all my contact information in the description box below, and just being able to help you, you know, go, you know, it's just all there for spiritual networking, you know, just being able to help you understand your path of purpose, or you're just needing somebody to vent to, somebody to understand you. You may be finding some of my videos that you can totally resonate with, that you can really understand the different things that I'm talking about, or it makes you feel like, hey, there's somebody who finally understands me. So I always tell people, hey, you know, email me, you know, shoot me a friend request and stuff like that, and you know, we can go from there, you know, as long as you, hey, you ain't abusing no animals, abusing no kids, or shooting, you know, pushing out no old folks down a flight of stairs. Hey, you my peoples, you know, I try to be able to help out the best way I possibly can, you know, whatever we speak on, you know, I keep that to myself, you know, I keep it confidential, so I try to help out the best way I can, you know. Also, you know, hey, go on my community page. I also put my podcast there, as well as different posts. You know, my podcast is not the same as my videos, but it's the same content, but it's just different subjects that I talk about. The posts that I do, you know, is very encouraging, it's positive, or if it's something to uplift you, or just give you a friendly reminder, or if it's something just to make you laugh, you know, those different things that's taking place, just to be able to give you, you know, give you that push throughout the day. So even through social distancing, you know, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. Those things will really help take somebody a long way. And just because you're doing that can help them take a long way. And just because you're doing it for a positive intent, just to be able to help other people out, can take you even further. You know, whatever you're needing to get through your path of purpose, determination, motivation, persistence, consistency, I'm sending all that towards your way a million times fold. You know, don't sleep on yourself. Stay consistent. If you need to take a rest, you know, pause for the cause. You go ahead and do that, but you get right back on it. You know your potential. You know, don't sleep on yourself. Stay woke. And I hope whatever day of the week that this video falls out on for you, I'm sending so much love, prosperity, you know, blessings, and ultimate blessings of abundance towards your way. So much love. God bless. Namaste. Peace. Shalom. I say out.